Welcome to episode number 28 of Turning $100 into $1 million, the series where I risk a whopping $100 of my money in an attempt for your entertainment to turn it into $1 million. As always, if you would like free stocks, a stock valued up to $1,400 when you sign up with Webull, you can use my link down below in the description of this video to go ahead and sign up, and you'll be able to get those free stocks, and then you can also start referring other people to get free stocks as well. In this video, we have another stock to look at that's been making headlines, and then we're also going to be looking at my positions as usual. More red than green, but still a little green, but we'll start off with RF. RF is now down 5.25%, or $1.14. DJOY is now digging down into a deeper hole. We're at 27.85% in the red, or $25.30 down. Levi just barely in the red at 3.29%, or 86 cents down. Viacom is still holding strong at just about 50% profit, and then it's also $7.54 profit, and then OXLC 16.67% down, or $6.64 in the red. We'll get to the stock that we have to look at and analyze a little bit later. For now, let's go to the charts for all these stocks. So we're going to start off with RF. RF had a fantastic day on July 10th's closing day, 45 cents up, or 4.63% gain. A little bit different on the 5-day and 1-month chart, but hopefully this bottom will start to form and it won't touch $9, and it will stay above and stay afloat in the $10 mark and then some. So let's hope it does not touch $9 again. Seems to be a bit of a window here if you look at it. We have this window of $8 or $9, then up to here, 13 and change. So perhaps it's just going in between this window, and it's not really forming a trend per se just yet. DGLY unfortunately dipped back down below $3, but after hours it did take up a penny, so it still wants to maintain that $3 mark. Perhaps another sign of life that it does not want to go to $2 and change. So if it could just stay in that $3 mark, I would be satisfied. Of course, better than that would be more ideal, but for now, it did not want to crash to $2 so quickly. The second it hit $2 over here, it came back. And then just the example today, in the 1 day, if you were to look at it, it did open right at 9:30 a.m. or 9:35 rather, to go to 98. But it quickly came back and bounced back above $3. And then throughout the day, it was just trading between 301, 302, 303. And then eventually it did finally close at 299, but then after hours, did take up a penny. So I do think that's good. There seems to be support at the $3 mark. It doesn't want to go below that. That is definitely a good sign that it doesn't want to just crash and drop to $2 and change. Levi stock, pretty good day today. If you combine after hours, it's up about 2%. 5 days, you can see consolidation right here happening after this big drop. That was the day, or 2 days rather. If you combine that one, then ended up going down about 9% within just a few trading sessions. So perhaps some consolidation here, and it perhaps will go and form an uptrend after this. Bit of an uptick there, so that's good. Just trading sideways right now, not terribly too much movement in these last few days. Viacom, great day on July 10th's closing day at 83 cents up, or 3.76. 5 days. Looks similar to Levi stock, actually, if you look at the consolidation after that drop, and now it's forming an uptrend here. That's a good sign. And just been slowly going up, and then it took a break right there when it tried to to go to $29. Said not so fast, and it came down, and now it's just crawling and scratching its way back up. OXLC, a little bit of movement today, 5 days just barely in the green after the July 10th closing day. You can see it had a big drop there on Tuesday, and now maybe it wants to come back up. So that's good. 1 month is in the green. 6 months basically just in this window here, 4 and change. Doesn't want to test $3 hopefully ever again. We'll see what happens. But right now it's maintaining 4 and change. And the stock that everyone's talking about in the communities of stock traders is going to be the stock NIO or NIO, N-I-O. It is a Chinese company, not based in the US. It is a Chinese company. And wait till you see this action over these last few weeks. So just today alone, and after hours it's now above $15. It actually opened at $15.60, and then it came down a bit, but it's maintaining above $15 if you include after hours. And over the 5-day chart, just the last 5 days alone, it is up 35.5%. The 1 month, that's going to be above 100%. It's 120 nearly. And then 6 months, if you look at it here, it was trading for the longest time between 4, 3, 2, and then all of a sudden, like right there, these days right here, at the beginning of June, that's when it really started to get some traction. And basically, it has tripled its value, quadrupled its value, or even 5 times its value, fivefold, depending on where you bought from. Then if you just look at the year, for an entire year basically, it was always trading as a cheap penny stock, 5 years even, going back to 2019, the highest it ever went to was 10.06, and then it just took a drop from there. This must have went public in 2018, in which case it actually did launch at 990, so that's interesting, and now it has broken its all-time highs. It has soared past these tops right here. Makes sense why there was a drop there. It was testing that levels. I'm sure people did feel the need to sell when it hit like right there, July 2nd. I'm sure many people sold thinking it couldn't go higher than that. And then, what do you know, it broke off that high and it broke out. So, why is NIO surging so much? Well, let's take a look. This was written on July 8th, the other day. Why NIO's stock surge is continuing. This company is yet another electric vehicle maker. It seems to be the era and age of electric vehicles. You see what's happening with Tesla going to all-time high after all-time high. Then we looked at Workhorse, that was another one, and then that stock, Nikola, NKLA. So many electric vehicle makers. I think we took a look at another one in some previous episodes. And by the way, if you haven't seen the previous episodes yet, I don't know what you're doing if you're not watching this series. Very popular on YouTube, and you can see all of the videos in the playlist I put on the homepage of my channel. You can sit back, relax, watch almost now up to 30 episodes. So you can see it on the homepage of my channel. But if you are up to date, then you can continue watching this. So what happened here? Well, shares of this Chinese electric vehicle maker, NIO, it's listed on the New York Stock Exchange, so not some pink sheet OTC over-the-counter stock, continued their strong run on Wednesday morning. Shares were up about 10.7% from Tuesday's closing price as of 10:45. Investors continued to flock to the stock following its strong second quarter sales report. So what? NIO is one of several companies in the electric vehicle space that has been seeing a surge of investor interest in the wake of the huge run-up in Tesla. Tesla's really driving the sector of electric vehicles, no pun intended. I would assume that these other stocks are getting so much interest because Tesla's so expensive. It's now well over $1,000. And so I'm sure people are looking at other cheaper stocks that they can afford as opposed to Tesla. But NIO has a few things going for it that many of the others don't. It's shipping vehicles, its sales are growing, and it has money in the bank. NIO shares got a boost last Thursday when the company reported its second quarter sales had nearly tripled from a year ago, exceeding even its own expectations. And its customer base have largely recovered from China's COVID-19 outbreak. It shows that the company is now reaping the benefits of the sales network it spent so much money on to expand in 2019. There's even more to be excited about. With plenty of money in the bank thanks to cash infusions from longtime investor Tencent Holdings and economic development authorities in China's industrial heartland, auto investors' longtime worries about the liquidity have been put to rest, at least for the next few quarters. So now the CFO of the company hinted last week that the strong second quarter sales report had set the company up for strong financial result as well. We'll find out when it reports its second quarter earnings sometime in mid-August. So this seems to be a very strong company with great fundamentals, great numbers, and I would personally invest in it. I just don't have any cash freed up in this little portfolio that we're dealing with here, and this is turning $100 into $1 million, not adding cash to make $1 million. But I would absolutely buy this. I think this is a strong company. It's stable, looks even better numbers than some of the more cheaper penny stocks that we looked at in other episodes. This does seem like a great buy. Usually, some might say not to invest in companies outside of the US and you should stick to only US companies and you shouldn't buy Chinese companies. But this is a stable company and I do like what's going on. Great sales revenue, great numbers, and it has quarter after quarter good results that it's posting. That's definitely a good sign of life, good strength with this stock. I would definitely buy some shares of this company. No dividend yield, but the appreciation could be quite high. We don't know how high this thing can go. It doesn't have much history, so you do want to keep an eye on your investment. We truly don't know where this company could go in the next few months, next year or so. Net account value does stand at 170.63. Still not much action, but we will see what happens in the upcoming episodes. Perhaps I might sell Viacom just to free up that cash. It would free up, just about 23 bucks, and then I do have a little cash in there, so it'd be about $25 in free cash that I can use towards something, but I don't know if that's worth it. We'll see what happens, but I do hope you enjoyed this episode and this video. If you'd like to see more episodes of videos from my channel, be sure to subscribe. I post videos every single week. You don't want to miss any, and if you enjoyed this, like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, smash the like button. But looking forward to seeing you in the next video.